Okay. QSI International School of Brindisi.
School of what?
Brindisi.
What's Brindisi?
I think that's a
It's a
misspelling of brain disease. And that's why they're
it's a, s-
researching it.
it's a city in Italy. It's a city in Italy.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, definitely brain disease then.
Brindisi. Brindisi. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, so where we last left off, uh, you three had were following up on some intrigue with a escort person who had come to the township of Morricone Springs, the budding township that is yet to be recognized by anything because of the ongoing two plus year strike. In fact, we'll just go ahead and put a dot for the township of Morricone in the middle of Morricone Springs area. Uh, and you went and you found the inn they were staying at, where you tried to uh dig into what they were doing, see what they were there for. The guy said he was remember well, and that was all you knew. And in the course of that, you figured out that they had a weird device, and that their boss was a man named the boss that was with them was a man named Perry McCullough, and that they were going to do something with the device, that they needed to be nowhere near it and have a location to meet up. That was all very suspicious. Uh, Nico froze the device and nearly got caught. Uh, but you made it out without being caught. And then you went to meet the mayor, Sheriff Bragg of Morricone, where you told him where Lydian decided to start negotiating about a deal to bring in some transportation services, offer transportation services to the Morricone township
It's
to help
basically
it.
set up an office there, essentially a
Yeah,
branch.
yeah, to help transport some stuff to help them get on their feet and have a foothold in the world amongst while the cities are refusing to acknowledge them. And then you went to go investigate you were then caught up by investigating the other people who were there, remember well. Bragg went to interrogate them after you alerted him to the strange device. But the device then went off, and all of them ran, and it summoned two gigantic worms from the ground that had the tendency to eat everything in sight and destroy everything. It was a hectic fight, mostly fought by the people of Morricone, while Nico destroyed the device and Lydian kind of bumbled around, terrified.
That's mean.
I'm a fat shopkeeper. Like, what do you want me to do? It's not my
Oh, jeez.
wheelhouse.
No, jeez. Oh, jeez.
But the worms were felled. Cherry was helping with her music, and then they went to go apprehend the people who had set off the device, who tried to rope you into the mess, but failed after Cherry revealed their instant teleportation device that they had procured. And then they went and arrested them, and Bragg told you that he was going to accept your proposition for setting up some stuff in Morricone. Given the damage that had been done to the township, they could definitely use the services.
Yeah.
What are
And that
your
was where we
services?
left off.
What are your services again?
Well, building a
Oh, yeah.
transportation. I have Lydian owns a transportation company, so he was going to set up a branch here because that way they can handle all of the shipping stuff out of the city, take a little bit of a cut, and the other cities aren't dealing with Morricone Springs, but they might deal with an outsider Emberwellian business acting as a middleman intermediary between the two.
Ah, yes.
And I
Yeah.
think I also offered right at the end to maybe bring some builders down to help with reconstruction. And I was gonna cut them a good deal because back in Emberwell there's some reputational hiccups
no.
at the moment.
That's right. Yeah, your builders got stiff on a project, and they were blamed for it by saying that the project was substandard,
Yeah.
and so they weren't paid. That was a disaster that struck
Yeah.
them.
So I'm kind of I'm eating the loss, and I'm even cutting them a good deal afterwards to go like, basically make a show of, no, we don't fuck people over. We're good guys. Look, we're rebuilding this budding township. We got accepted to do work in the mysterious Morricone Springs when no one else is allowed.
What he doesn't say, what he doesn't say is that he made sure he owns the building, so he and people living there are tenants of his.
Ooh. I mean, also,
Why am I playing your
I also
character?
got to point out the facts right now that there's not actually a good plan to fix reputation, but whatever, we're going for it. It doesn't
So,
fix
well,
the
yeah.
kind of accusations that we're receiving whatsoever,
Well,
but
Lydian.
it's a nice
Lydian
bit of
is a-
PR, it's a distraction.
Lydian is a businessman. Never said he was a good one.
He's got God on his side.
Yeah, so you're kind of reaching an unofficial, unspoken embargo
Ooh.
that a bunch of companies sort of agreed to, that they don't want to acknowledge Morricone until they can get their minds back. But you're taking a step ahead of them.
Yeah. This is going to be very risky, then. We're going to make a lot of...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is actually going to go disastrously. That's fine. Let's roll with it.
You're taking bold risks.
So
Okay.
we're killing Lydian then.
These
But,
people all want
yeah.
their minds back, but they don't realize how they can truly mine this situation.
Meanwhile, some politicians want to close the mines.
They only want the mines, but they can deal with transportation, builders. These mine owners are fools. Also, we have the, luxury of owning silver mines back in Emberwell, so we don't fucking need mines, we've got our own.
You own mines?
Yeah, no, genuinely, my character started with 3 businesses. Yeah, silver mines, a contracting business, and I made the contracting business builders, and
What
transport. So
the fuck? He's
Yeah.
actually well off.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean that's the fucking class I picked. I was genuinely shocked when Neo was okay with me having that much fucking to my character's name.
Oh my god, he and O'Malley really does golf together.
No, he doesn't. O'Malley's nowhere. He's not on a level. I would never deal with O'Malley. He's too
Oh no,
small
O'Malley,
time.
but O'Malley thinks he's on the level.
Yeah. I'm national. He's fucking local.
Wow. You made yourself a powerful enemy this day. You will rue the day you talk down to me, O'Malley. Esquire.
Okay, so, in the meanwhile, it has been, now you probably have a few things left to take care of here in Morricone Township.
Yeah.
So let's pick up where we left off. You're back in the township after the those three have been escorted to the jail.
Have we passed a week yet? Do I need to pay Cherry?
Are we picking up on the same
Oh,
day,
I think
or...
it's the same.
Yeah, the same day. Same
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
Okay.
That's for later then.
Yeah,
should
no.
Should I do my entrepreneur role to start with, or?
Well, there is a matter of your horse and the cart that ran off.
Oh yeah, well I know where they are. I fairy fire,
Oh,
no.
I believe.
Yeah,
so,
fairy fire.
Yeah, so
you
all
fairy
right.
fire.
Well, okay. If we're picking up immediately after, we need to go deal with that. Then, yeah,
Yeah.
Lydian, just like, well, now that the business of the worm has been sorted too, I gotta go catch my own little thing. And he just kind of starts wandering. He just like grabs a flask of water and just starts walking off into the fucking desert.
What on earth did he mean by that?
I don't know. I was hoping that sentence would come together as I started talking, and it really did not.
Hey, you
Lydian is
buy a
not
Kruger
loaded
the
into.
I like to
He's not
imagine
fully
just
loaded into
everyone-
memory yet.
Yeah. Everyone just staring at Lydian as he says that and then walks off with no further explanation.
I'm gonna say it's because of the worm just now that he's very afraid.
Yeah.
He walks off thinking, that did not make sense.
It's okay. I looked cool
What
at
in
least.
Sam hell did I mean by that?
I forget. Does Lydia wear like a very tall hat?
No. He does not.
He is not.
No.
He just has a very big coat.
He... Is it like that coat for the music video? Or does the coat... Oh no, does the coat slowly grow each section?
Yes, it does. Every session it's a bit bigger.
He's more coat than man now.
Meanwhile, Nico is somehow just getting smaller each section.
So yeah, you head out, a ways away from the town to find the horse and cart just sort of standing out in the open.
Yeah.
There you are.
I go and gather them, kind of try and guide the horse back into town, taking care for the
Yeah.
many new potholes this place has.
What horse snake?
What horse? Our horse.
Yeah, what's it called?
Eurema.
Oh, what's its full name?
Eurema Kruger de Sobero.
I don't know. Can't believe we fucking went. Oh, what? Snake, can you just do me a favor? Can you say that in Lydian's voice?
Eurema Kruger de Sobero.
There we go.
It's a good name.
Eurema. It's hard to say it in Lydian's voice. It's
Yeah.
not a Lydian word, like a Lydian series of words.
Why did I name this horse this stupid thing? Good lord.
Must have been a very awkward moment when it was like, okay, yeah, this is Eurema, and Eurema Kruger does. Why did I even give it a last name distinct from my last name? Why is it not Eurema Mintha? I have no earthly idea.
We didn't. The horse had a name when we bought it. It was, it has history. We will never know what adventures this horse had been on before joining our party.
It clearly didn't harden it up enough for dealing with the worm.
No, that's it has good survival instincts. That's why it's still around. That wouldn't still be here if it wasn't gonna be like, well, this is dumb.
How many dead horses do we have between us collectively?
Not that many.
Yeah,
like
true. We
one.
just don't get horses very much, though.
I think we lost one in parties 1 or 3. I forget which. That's the only one I can remember.
Russell and Hovel.
The one in party 4, had a proper retirement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking hell! I just looked at the Gobby's sheet in the fucking bio. Jesus Christ!
Gobby's a good boy.
But he cannot be used as a synchro material.
I do when I get the I do check, that all the goods are still fine. Well, was the coin box shattered or anything like that?
Well, it looks like you see when you look at the coin box, it actually the treasure box. There's actually roll wisdom.
All right. Who's been fucking with my coin box?
I cannot believe it. I'm rich.
There's the you can see that there's actually it looks like there's some
Sweet is giggling. What did Nico do?
Nothing. I just when I went over to the actual tab of rolls and stuff, and it For some reason, it was scrolled up to the fucking Robotnik running.
Yeah, there are pins.
Like-
There are two metal pins, sort of like on the metal like little metal film files or whatever, like on the floor in front of it,
Hmm.
and it looks like
Did someone
lock is a
file
little
the lock?
scuffed. The lock looks a little scuffed.
I get a key out, I open it, and I check to see if they got in.
You check to see if they got in. You see a worm amongst the coins that sort of immediately like wriggles its way down into the coins.
Yeah, I think the moment I see a worm, I do shut it again. I just like shut it and like, nope, I don't want to deal with it. I don't...
Just
Like-
a little earthworm.
Oh, a little earthworm. Okay, moment
Yeah.
of collecting. So like Lydian. Do I have anything? What else was on the cart? Hang on, let me open up Yurima's thing. You know what? Because this is the only thing I have to hand. Like, so Lydian not wanting to touch it, he opens it again. And he takes out the book, the book on Ryuga's like adventuring party, that kind of chronicle, and he's kind of using that to sift through the coins. He doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah. It looks like it's avoiding you. Like every time you see it, like it sort of like wriggles around.
I don't like that worm being in my coin, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, Lydian he closes it. He puts the lock back on. He gets out and he checks the underside of the carriage in case there's like a hole in the bottom or anything like that. Or he checks the coin, like the bottom of the coin.
There's a whole nest of worms.
Oh, I don't want to deal with that.
What if Lydian just gets devoured by worms? Like, a swarm of little worms here. That would be fucked up. Just like, now I need to check on my own little thing, and then just leaves, disappears, never to be seen again. What was the little thing he was checking on?
Lydian kind of crouched, like he checks the underside of the box, he checks the underside of the carriage.
Underside of the carriage, you say?
He's not like crawling under it, he's like crouching down and looking, but yes.
Okay. When you check the underside of the carriage, there's a scrawny little man has just who's gripping onto the underside, hanging off of it.
Of everything I expected, that was not it.
Yeah, I was expecting like a colony of worms, but excuse me, sir.
He looks at you and just says, "Oh, hello."
Hello, yourself. What are you doing on the underside of my carriage?
Oh, son's a killer.
Hanging around?
Nico, get the gun.
Are you some kind of vampire?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
You are a vampire.
Yeah.
Hello, Nick Cage.
Can I roll discern realities?
Sure.
Wish I had spells prepared right now.
I'm gonna say, so far, every vampire we've met has been pretty based, so, like...
Maybe this one could be the first cringe one. We don't know. There's always the risk.
I don't know of a vampire in Hemlock who isn't really cool. I'm not saying they don't exist, just haven't seen one yet.
If I still have my spells from last time... Actually, no, I want to cast a spell.
Oh?
I am going to cast Detect Alignment, Evil.
Okay.
Just want to know what's going on here. What the worms are about. Let me just see. Is it, I believe that was the one. I have an asterisk next to it. But I haven't... Should I just... What should I do? Should I cast a spell and assume, or should I just... discern reality? I'm gonna discern reality.
I
I can't
thi-
remember what spells
okay.
I had. I can't remember what spells I had. so
You
I don't wanna
had,
be
you
cheeky.
definitely had detect alignment. You were using it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright, I
do
will use it
remember
then.
That and Fairy Fire are the only
I
two I
didn't-
remember, but you definitely had detect alignment.
Oh yeah, because I checked the sheriff.
Yeah.
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 Alright.
Although,
Well, I'm just want to check that he's not evil.
right.
I don't remember if it was good or evil that you had on your detect alignment. It
Well,
was one of the
I'm
two.
casting it
but
anew.
yeah,
'cause it only-
yeah, you're recasting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm recasting it as like checking evil, just to see if what level this guy is on. And just visual. I just want to see if there's evil emanating off of him.
Right.
I forgot you can
Um,
choose your sense. I like that you can smell evil.
Yeah.
The thing is, see, I was scrolling up to see all your rolls from last session,
Right.
and are you sure you didn't? I think you might have gotten like an 8 on that, and then chosen to remove it from your list of
I mean,
spells.
should I just take that as a discern realities then?
Yeah, let's just make it a discern reality because I'm pretty sure you got an 8
Alright.
and chose to remove your list of spells.
That actually does sound kind of familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask one of my we all want things. What does this person really want from me?
The way he's just hanging around, sort of, you can tell that he wants you to just sort of, leave him unattended,
Right. Oh, okay.
hoping beyond all hopes that you just ignore him.
Okie dokie. So, my next two, what here is not what it appears to be?
It looks like the way he's gripping onto the underside of the carriage, he's got like on his hands, there's like these things he has attached to them that are like claws almost, that are digging into the wood so that he can stay attached to the underside.
Ah. And, what should I be on the lookout for?
He's sort of like looking around, just sort of like trying to, like, from what you can remember, like, I think basically you might have heard him whispering a little bit into the up into the carriage, so he might not be alone.
So, you're not really a vampire now, are you? You some kind of outlaw hiding out? I can't imagine too many vampires do too well out in the middle of the Bronze Plains.
The worm is a shapeshifter!
And that must be your friend up there in my coin box, is it not?
It's a friend. I don't got friends right now.
Well, I mean, you do look a friend of sort, but come on, give yourself some credit.
Well,
listen, this here is my carriage. I'm intended to take it back into town, so can we just save ourselves a bunch of time and be honest here? 'Cause I've had a tiring day. I don't want to create no more trouble, and frankly, I don't think you want to make trouble for me.
what are you implying?
You're out here for a reason and you're acting real cagey, which means you have something to hide. Not to mention, there is someone up in my coin box right now, trying to avoid my attention even more. Clever of them to pick the
In your
one thing
coin
today
box.
that I truly hate, because I don't want to go touching them.
In your coin box, you say that's strange. How small are they?
Lydian climbs. This is a stupid idea, but okay, no. Lydian is now just like. He grits his teeth. He's like, oh, I don't want to do this. And he climbs back on, he opens that coin box, and he just reaches in and grabs that worm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like Lydian just kind of. He
It's,
goes back up, opens the coin box, grabs the worm, and he climbs back down.
yeah, it's wriggling. It's like it's panicking.
Yeah, Lydian's just just holding it between like thumb and forefinger. This little guy.
Oh, worm! Wow,
Well,
what a
yeah, well, if you ain't got no attachment to this worm, I think I oughta. And Lydian just like goes like he's gonna throw it like as far away as he can just to gauge his
no,
reaction.
no, 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 no! Don't do that. All life is sacred.
All life is sacred and all life has value, but we count values in different ways. Right now, I value information. Right now,
Taking
I
a
value
worm
you getting out of
hostage.
my business. Now, how about you come out from underneath my carriage and we can talk honestly?
Hmm. Roll charisma. Yeah, he just lets go from the carriage and just sort of like sulks out.
Was that a parlay?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, what does
Or
this
no,
person...
it was a defy danger. It was a defy
Oh.
danger.
Oh, wow, you changed your tune when I got... I don't have no
No,
question.
never mind.
Alright.
Sorry. So yeah, he skulks out and he just goes, "All right, honesty, the best policy."
It actually ain't,
Uh,
but... Well, it's contextual. Right now,
I hope these
pretty
two
good.
are a couple. Babe, would you still love me if I was a worm?
So-
It's them.
You're clearly not a vampire, because you have not burned up in sunlight, so that leaves outlaw, unless I'm mistaken.
I'm not an outlaw right now.
Right now. Were you about to become an outlaw?
You know, it's,
In fact, I'd say your buddy here already was. He was in somebody else's property.
Uh, well, you know that depends if you want to, press charges or whatever. Can you hand him over?
No.
It would be so funny if this was just a literal worm.
Yeah, if it's just a worm he cares about. I think I'll hold on to them for but a moment longer. And Lydian kind of walks back over to his horse and he starts walking the carriage back to town very slowly. It's like, I'll hand you back over your friend when we're on the border of town. That sound good?
Yeah, sure. You mind? Am I gonna have to keep pace with you, or can I ride?
I
on
can't
the...
hand him over to you if you're 50 paces away.
Look, my legs are a little tired from hanging. Can I please ride on the wagon?
Lydian, I'm looking at his legs. How do his legs look?
They are a little shaky.
15 coin, you get a ride on the wagon.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
jeez.
Taxi service. That's smart.
You know what? I'll keep a light jog.
Alright then. Clearly, whatever coin you have on you ain't weighing you down that bad.
Mm. So yeah,
What's-
where are you keeping the worm?
In my hand. Like, I think I kind of...
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
tighten... I make a fist around it. Obviously not tight. And I leave a thing for, like, air. I'm not crushing it. I'm not trying to asphyxiate. Don't know if you
Yeah.
could close a palm so tightly you could asphyxiate something in there, but... You know. So,
A
you're...
little bit. Like, you don't have to have zero oxygen to, like, deprive someone of oxygen. Just
Yeah.
if there's not enough, the carbon dioxide builds up.
So, what's your name?
are we on that level now? Are we sharing names?
I didn't realize most people were so protective.
Well, there are some people out there who can do some crazy, crazy stuff if they know your name.
What what are you talking about? What kind of paranoid reality are you living in that you think I'm some kind of name stealer? Are we talking someone who's gonna write your name in a little book and you die, or are you just thinking, identity theft?
It's Dwight. I'm Dwight.
Lydian.
Okay.
So, Dwight, when did you get on the underside of my carriage, and for how long were you there?
Oh, when I saw you approaching, I swung underneath, hoping you wouldn't look.
I see. How long were you pursuing or around my carriage before that point?
Well, we just saw a horse running. I just saw a horse run out into the plains, and I figured, well, hey, what's that doing there?
There were
There
two
was no
worms.
one on it.
There were two worms attacking the village, and your first thought was, "Let's rob that man's carriage."
Well, two worms attacking. I mean, I saw some commotion over in Morricone. I know there were worms.
The worm truly has turned.
Well, not yet. It's still in your hand.
No, it's wiggling in there, so it actually just has.
I see.
But you don't disagree that you were trying to rob my carriage.
I suppose not. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
It's not
honesty.
robbing if you had died to the commotion.
You know, let's say looting.
Looting, right. Yeah, I'm glad you went for the less civilized option. So, what drew you to... So, why were you robbing my carriage? Simple greed? Anything deeper than that? You got some kind of sad backstory I ought to know?
Oh. Well, we're just kind of wanderers. I mean, I'm kind of a wanderer.
And your friend in the palm of my hand?
Oh, uh, they're uh, they're fun to be around.
Are they usually bigger than this, or are you genuinely hanging out with a worm?
Um, it, yeah, they tend to be bigger than that.
So, am I holding another person? Shapeshifter? That was a stab in the dark right there, but... Oh. I'm gonna guess you're not gonna replace the lock that you broke. Scuffed.
Oh, probably not. I wasn't planning on it.
I imagine not. Is there any particular reason I should not hand you over to the sheriff? Because he's in a mighty fired up mood today, and I imagine you would go right to the top of his shit list. That's definitely not true. That is definitely far from true.
I was not successful in doing my nefarious deed.
You realize failing to commit a crime
So
doesn't make it not a crime, right? Are you from Terrebonne or something?
No, I'm not. No, heavens no.
Heavens no. I like this guy. Any character that says something like heavens no, like, I find them endearing.
It's a shame I can't hire this guy because he's really incompetent. Which, I mean, I hired Nico, but that's like different.
Wow.
You still haven't paid Nico.
Actually, no, that's true. I didn't hire you. What am I talking about?
Nico is just a goblin child you found.
Yeah, I've got plans to talk to Nico and Cherry this session, but so far I'm talking with Dwight. Actually, I better write his name down. Met Dwight, shitty thief.
Wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. Vampire, Dwight.
He's not.
Hmm.
He's not a vampire. That was just a hypothesis, quickly disproven.
He was doing vampire face.
Deeply, deeply problematic. Throw him in jail for that.
Vampires have it hard enough already, and this guy's just making it worse for them.
I mean, really, we ought to get back to Marion. I mean, someone's missing us.
So what
Nope.
pulled you out here to Morricone Springs? You're not too far from home, but what? Just came to see the sights. A little vacation out in the Morricone Springs. You get to see the hot springs, take a bath, take a load off.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this guy. I think I'm not gonna turn him in. I'm not gonna. Actually,
Once you're
no.
on the edge of town, he says, "Okay, can you hand the worm? Hand me the worm."
Lydian kind of
We're on the edge of town.
puts his other hand out. What you got?
Oh man, you really doing this?
I'm really doing this. We're on the edge of town now. How many people are around?
There's.
Because I was probably trying to angle towards somewhere where we'd be somewhat in sight.
Yeah. There's like there are plenty of people around, carrying stuff to rebuild starting the rebuilding process.
These people are mighty on edge today. They got their problems, but you tried to rob me. This is just making up for the emotional damage.
Oh, okay.
So I ain't gonna press charges. I just wanna make us a little more even.
Right. Geez, how long was that trek back here? It was like 10 minutes.
This is why you need a lawyer.
Yeah. Lydian's narrowing his eyes. He's muttering this stuff. What's he looking like he's trying to do? Is he gonna like bum rush me or fucking go for the worm or what?
He looks like he's just sort of stalling for time. He's just sort of like he seems to be mentally counting.
Okay, seeing that, then Lydian's gonna grab the horse and he's gonna like start walking deeper into town. Then,
Yeah,
Like
he
he-
just follows like, yeah, I can't really put a price on friendship now, right?
I guess I don't know. You can put a price on anything if you have the imagination. Besides, you say you can't put a price on friendship, but the world's oldest profession might beg to differ. Though that goes a bit deeper than friendship, I suppose. This worm is about to turn back into a person, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as you're just
The
sort of
worm is gonna turn
eyeballing-
into a person and
The
be like,
worm
actually,
will
I'm a
turn."
prostitute, and, actually.
So yeah, after a while, he's just sort of, saying nonsense to you, and he's like holding like his breath, and then suddenly, in the palm of your hand, the worm starts to rapidly grow in size and weight.
Do I have time to like throw it away from myself, like kind of reflexively, like not in any particular direction, just so I'm not fucking like I don't know, crushed or like knocked over or whatever.
Roll dex.
Okay. What?
Oh no.
Oh, it's an 8.
Neo
Our
is
GM has fallen.
there's
Now
a-
I am the
Discord crashed. You can throw the worm onto the horse.
Onto the
Oh,
horse.
no.
Yeah, that's So you can either keep it in your hand or throw it onto the horse.
Keep it in my hand.
Okay, yeah. It becomes too much for you to hold as you sort of fall back into the wagon.
What in
And
tarnation is this?
there is a young woman atop you who just yells out like, "Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!" And yeah, immediately darts off the wagon, and Dwight like immediately runs off with her.
Lydian kind of climbs out of the carriage and shaking his fist in the air. You dang young thieves!
I can't begin to express how desperately we meet Dwight and, I don't know, Dr. Worm there again. Like, I'm so enchanted by these characters.
I just realized the fucking meteorite.
Oh, was the meteorite still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't.
Well,
No,
that's-
she got exposed to radiation as a worm.
Oh boy. You've got
That's the
such
thing,
powerful
right?
talents you can turn into a worm, but I'll tell you, Dwight, you're as much of a worm. You thieving little runt. If you come back here, I will knock you flat. And Lydian's just like yelling on the edge of town at these two.
Him being like kind of out of breath as he runs.
Oh, he doesn't run, but he doesn't run much. He's like,
Interesting.
what?
I was sure I had heard something about worms and radiation. Sex life of worms reveals Chernobyl effects. Worms contaminated by radioactivity from the Chernobyl nuclear accident have started having sex with each other instead of on their own. Low dose
and
of
they've been
radiation
thinking about
makes
wolves
earthworms
lately have
switch
been-
from
They've been
asexual.
wolves in that area have been kind of evolving at an accelerated pace.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, apparently it switches like worms from reproducing asexually to sexually. Well,
Chernobyl made the worms
Oh.
horny.
yeah, made the worms
How though?
horny.
Oh, does worms have sexual reproduction organs like external?
They're like hermaphroditic.
But yeah, like Lydian kind of annoyed, grumbled like, "Damn, I didn't get anything out of them. The fucking fuckers he tried to rob me." And he just kind of like grabs the bridle of the horse, or whatever, and just starts leading it fucking into town, just grumbling to himself. Can't believe I let
I
that young fool
desperately want to
one
meet
from me.
these two again.
believe they got one over on old me. I gotta be shocked.
Lydian, how does it feel, Lydian?
Oh, you know. Oh no, nah, I can't even do that. I kind of take it. Are there any other stables in town?
Well, the one that you were at.
I know the one that I was at
broken.
kind of got fucked.
There's another one, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Lydian drops it off with them. And he fucking he's got to replace that lock. Replace that lock, and he goes to the stable owner and describes like Dwight and what little he saw of the woman who was with him.
Yeah.
Just
I
like,
can't
you
believe-
better you watch out for him. That rapscallion will get in there and he's gonna rob your customers blind.
What did Worm Girl look like?
What did Worm Girl look like?
Worm Girl.
Short brown hair. Sort of just wearing rags.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a cool worm themed outfit or anything.
No.
Okay. Human?
Yes.
Okay. Worm up. I hope that's what she says every time she transforms into a worm.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I'm done. I think I have recovered my thing.
Alrighty. Uh, Cherry, Nico, did you have anything you guys wanted to do? Morricone?
Well,
You
Nick,
know what? I think as Lydian's like, I'm gonna go off. I think Cherry follows him actually. Can we roll back, redo this
Oh,
scene?
God.
No. Alright. So,
actually,
oh, go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna say Sherry was actually just out behind a rock seeing all this play out.
Yeah.
And just,
Seeing, yeah.
Seeing, yeah.
well, here.
Dropping. There's like a perfectly good word in this instance, eavesdropping. Anyways, so no, like after like Lydian says whatever the fuck that was and wanders off, you know, interesting. But yeah, then Sherry, kind of turns to Nico. S- so, how are you holding up then?
My my inventions, they're in shambles. I need to repair them.
Well, you can repair your inventions, but your body might need repairs first. How are you doing, physically?
Well, physically, I'm fine. I am fine. But my gear is not.
Is that true? Is Nico fine?
Yeah, no, Nico is at 12 HP, 12 or 16.
Yeah.
That's. I forgot Nico has so much less HP than Cherry.
Nico is just a little glass cannon.
Cherry is the tank of this party.
What
Oh,
the
fuck me! Ow. Sorry, I stretched and then my body said no to that. How much health does Lydian have, actually?
He has 12 HP. I think he got... I can't remember.
But, like,
He
max.
oh, 17.
Oh, yeah. Cherry's by far the biggest tank of the party.
Well, yeah, I mean, Lydian is not made for combat in any way.
Yeah.
He is like... His primary approach to combat is to leave if he can't talk his way out of it. And
Yeah.
there was not much discussion with the worms.
Damn, November, too. So it's... Nico is 16, Lydian is, what, 17?
Yeah, that layer of blubber is
Yeah.
giving him that extra point.
And then November has 19 versus Cherry, fucking the tank at 21. Unkillable. Practically a Zora all over again.
Very
Oh
good.
yeah, Neo says.
Alright.
Alright,
so,
no, but so, November, or November, Jesus Christ. Not yet. Cherry. Just, well, as long as you're, okay, stay safe. I am a bit less intact, and I need a bath, some laundry, and, yeah, I need to go recover a bit.
Yes, I require a place to repair my gear, a workshop of sort.
Well, have fun with that.
Thank you. I always have.
That's good. That's...
When you love
That's
your job,
important.
you don't work a day in your life.
I mean, Nico is technically no, Nico is unemployed.
It's still you don't have to get paid for it to be, Nico has a career. Nico has a profession.
Yeah, true. No, Nico has degrees.
Yeah. Well, look at you with your fancy college education. Wait, I forget. Lydian, did he technically have did he go to college or anything or get any kind of formal
he
education?
he has no accreditation. He turned up in a city at 18, got scammed like fuck, Unless you count getting taught by the elders of an elf village as a child how to, like, forage.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember if, like, the cult gave him some kind of, like...
They probably
Or if,
gave
like,
him,
he
like, they probably
studied
give
in
them an
prison.
informal, like, crash course in how to run a business, but nothing, like, accredited.
He didn't do any, like, studying in prison, you know, with the books
probably,
and everything.
yeah. He probably just read and did.
Yeah, that's
everything.
still probably not, like, an actual formal degree
Yeah.
carrier.
Yeah, no, he has no degrees or anything like that.
I don't know if Felina technically would have gotten a law degree or not, or if she would have just, like, basically self-taught and then taken, you know, a bar exam or whatever. Because other than that, none of my other characters have a degree.
The Two
None of
Lawyers
them
of
have
Terrebonne
received.
sounds like an old Russian novel.
Yeah. Davros has a diploma, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Did he get it from within Terrebonne, or did he have to go outside of the city to do his education?
He was educated outside the city. He's not from Terrebonne.
Yeah.
He's from Tensis, right?
Yes.
And see, that was, you know, the half-truths. Felina always thought her dad was, you know, from Tensis, or had died in Tensis. It was like a, you know... that was one of the hints. Because we had known before that Davros was from Tensis, and that was what Felina's mom had told her. It was one of the clues.
Alright, so what are y'all doing?
So, Cherry is going to go seek out, you know... Actually, she's gonna try and check out what happened... That gunslinger guy. What's he doing? You know, he was in the scuffle. He, you know, probably took some hits. He probably also needs some, you know, healing medical attention.
Yeah, he's getting... You find him, like, where some people are getting patched up. He's just sort of, like, grumbling as someone bandages around his arm, around his shoulder.
Alright, yeah, Cherry is going to, you know, when she hears his distinctive, you know, grumbling, whatever, she's gonna approach him. Just, you know, nice shooting there, Slugger.
Mm-hmm. Got over me shooting in your general direction, I guess.
That's half the point, you know. I've been in more dangerous situations, and, you know, you're a good shot.
Sure.
I trust you with a gun more than, you know, I'd trust myself with one.
That's what you get when you spend a good chunk of your life practicing.
No kidding. How long you've been doing this?
First went to the range with a rifle when I was 12.
Shame we can't have November to get in a dick measuring contest about, you know, who's the bigger gun person. Anyways. Was that out of choice or necessity?
Parents thought it would be a good learning experience, and I guess it was.
Well, helped out today.
It's helped out a number of times.
Cherry sort of sits down with a wince and says, you know, they have some good spas here, and after all that, I know I could use some recovery time, but figure you could too. And hey, I, you know, appreciate hearing any of your stories. I'm sure you got a lot. I'd be happy to trade you some in return.
Yeah. Trading stories, huh? Yeah. He's finished being bandaged up. He goes, I didn't feel like I needed that, but guess some people just fret over little scratch marks.
Just because you can survive something doesn't mean, you know, recovering, healing a bit doesn't help. You never know when you're going to need to be in your best shape. And a little relaxation can go a long way.
Well, I have expressly been told not to be carrying around lumber to rebuild the damn place, so guess there's nothing to do but relax now.
One of my trainings is in massage too. Could maybe help if you're, feeling antsy. I could, maybe help you recover faster. Like I said, in exchange for some of your stories.
Well, that sounds like a good trade.
And then, so Cherry sort of gets up again with a little wince and says, well, if I don't get, a bath and launder these clothes soon, I think I'm gonna die, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she gives him, location where he can find her later. And then,
Right.
Cherry is going to go back to, spas we were at, assuming those ones are intact, if not find
Yeah,
anywhere she can go
they
to.
are.
She has her not and but it's an important thing too, not just to like clean herself up. Her clothes are important and valuable,
Mm-hmm.
and taking care of them is a big part of her routine and job.
Right. All
So
right. Well,
she
you're
sees to
taking
it
care
those
of
get washed delicately with care and tries to recover from all this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say you're given room in the spa for free, given your act.
Nice. It's deserved. It's very
Yeah.
deserved.
Meanwhile, Nico.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, sorry, I should have done this then just as she's getting up to leave. I never got your name. Cherry, by the way.
Cherry, huh?
That's what they call me.
My name's Andre.
Andre. Cool. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Mm-hmm. So, Nico,
Yes.
you're looking for a workshop.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Gadgets. If you have less than 3 gadgets or want to replace them, you can replace. Yeah, you can make replacement gadgets. I guess I can just fix them, but I said workshop.
Yeah, yeah. You will need a place to work your tools and all that. With field tests, your gadget was damaged. You can repair it, but it'll take some time and concentration. And
Yeah,
all but one of your gadgets got damaged.
yeah. Needs to fix it. Yeah, Nico just dart around like workshop, workshop. Where is it? Perhaps actually
There's
Nico walks up to like I don't know what looks like just someone standing around.
yeah.
Excuse me, where is your nearest workshop?
Workshop. Well, we got carpenters workshops, and we got uh places for refining metals.
Hmm. Yes, the metal refinery will do. Point me the way.
Well, we ain't using them right now, so I guess so. There's one over in that direction. It's pretty empty right now. Tools are still there though.
Fantastic, thank you. Nico runs over there.
Yeah. And yeah, there's this is sort of like place for breaking open rocks, extracting, cutting up metals, getting fine gems out and all that.
Perfect. This will be perfect. Anyways, Nico is gonna start. Um, first off, fix. First off, I mean, just fix all of them.
Yeah,
It's
let's
good.
say that'll take you until nightfall.
Yeah, you'll hear a few explosions.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few.
Right.
My word, this data.
So that'll take you until nightfall. Cherry.
Yes.
Uh, eventually, when you are like, where did you tell the Andre to meet you?
At the like spa place.
Yeah, yeah. You see him show up. You know, rolling his
Hear him
shoulder.
show up.
You hear him show up. He's rolling his shoulder with like a crick in it.
Yeah, when she sees, she sort of like calls to him, beckons him over. I imagine has like a somewhat, or I don't know. I do they have like individual like spa or like baths type things? Something more luxurious than just going in with the masses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those filthy, unwashed masses looking to get washed.
I mean, Cherry was pretty filthy when came in. Lydian too. That's I'm just gonna throw out
Yeah,
there.
I mean, Lydian is gonna get fucking thinged up, but I think he's probably still walking back into town concurrently with this.
Yeah.
He's currently getting
Man.
pranked by Dwight and Wormgirl.
Man, why did I walk so long?
I should have taken Nico out with me into the fucking wastes to go get my damn thing back, but instead I had to say something stupid and walk into the distance for no reason.
Lydian would have, or fucking Nico would have insisted on like kidnapping Worm Girl to study the radiation's effects on her.
I hope at some
True.
point during this whole process she just thinks about Lydian and thinks, wait, was Lydian having a stroke when he said? Is he currently dead on the desert ground right now?
Dee, 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 dee.
So you start massaging the guy then.
Yeah, no, she sort of beckons for him and, makes, talking about finally feels like herself again after all that. But yeah, gives him, massage and whatnot and starts collecting those stories.
Yeah. So he starts off by saying, he was born in Tarrant. Parents took him to the shooting to learn how to shoot a rifle at a very young age.
And then I had a kid named Thistlewick, but I had to give him to the orphanage and leave.
Eventually, he struck out on his own after inheriting 2 revolvers from his father. And he became a wandering sort of adventurer type. Just looking for odd jobs, never sticking in one place. It tells you some stories of adventure, monster slaying, parties he joined up with, and shootouts he was involved in. And before saying, well, eventually I got older, and most of my youth was spent wandering. I needed a more steady job, so I wound up working for a contracting business that would send out some escorts and guard duties. I wound up coming to Morricone Springs. Became a captain of a little guard regiment for keeping the peace and keeping things and warding off monsters and all that.
Wait, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like writing this down and I just got behind on the last part.
Em is actually just going to sell a little book of all the stories that you give her during this campaign.
Yeah.
So wound up as a captain for something here in Morricone?
Yeah, back when it was still under the ownership of all those companies and cities. And then when that rock band came in, all the workers started to revolt. Well, the guardsmen mostly just up and left back to their business, back to their hometowns and businesses. But I decided to stick around. I got a liking to the workers. I appreciate their I appreciate their
Their spirit?
spirit. and their want for value. Besides, I always got along with Bragg and figured I'd just stay around here, help out when needed. I'm a bit too old for construction and mining work, but I help out there where I can. Don't let age stop me none.
You're not that old.
Yeah, late 50s ain't that bad.
Some of my ancestors, they kept traveling into their 70s.
Mm, that's pretty good.
I don't know that they had much choice. Kind of depends, you know. Some of my ancestors, well, we all have itchy feet. None of us have ever been able to stick around in one place, but some of us, you know, when they start getting up in years, are able to settle down, and then other ones never manage it. They always have to keep moving. Don't know how I'll wind up. If I make it that far, at least.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You seem pretty know your way around the dangerous situation.
Almost got eaten by a worm today.
Well, a lot of people were eaten by a worm. You didn't. You didn't actually.
Huh, I suppose that's true.
So now it's just me and my two pieces hanging out here in the Morricone. Well, trying to putting down any dangers that pop up.
You know, I said into their 70s. I think only one of them actually lived to 80.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, I think I. And none of the ones who made it past 70 were actually still traveling, I think. Oh no, Masumi, I guess. So one of them was still traveling in her 70s. Well,
Uh-huh.
in any
They
case.
set the record. They let
Yeah.
it go the longest.
Masumi, I think she was the best one out of all of Cherry's ancestors. I'm gonna say it. You know, like, she was just all around, like, she was the best. No problems with her. Either her or her mom, Masio. Because then Masumi's daughter was kind of irresponsible. I don't know, maybe she didn't raise as, you know, soft times make soft women, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, no, but Cherry's gonna, you know, continue to sort of, chat with this guy. He's very much the sort of, you know, person she, like, not just to get, you know, some of his stories out of him, but also, you know, getting a sense of who he is as a person as she's sort of crafting in her head what will be her ultimate version of the story of, like, the worms here in Morricone. You know, he makes a good protagonist.
Uh-huh.
Boom.
Yeah. And in turn, you know, she does share a lot of stories with him, and, you know, like, and, you know, obviously, you know, Massage helps him recover, takes care of him, gives the whole, you know, the standard Cherry treatment, you know, as with her ancestors and whatnot, as she's been hired to do in this case. Just she's sort of temporarily attached herself to this person until we figure out what we're doing next as a party.
Yeah, I think maybe I don't know if it's while you're still in there doing that. That at some point Lydian, he gets into town and he's probably going to try and deal with some business and get his clothes laundered himself,
Mm-hmm.
get himself washed up. He's doing business stuff. He
Right.
can't look grubby, and yeah, also I think he just doesn't like being grubby. Actually, no, I take it back. He doesn't mind it, though he knows it's unprofessional. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he grew up in the fucking forest foraging, so it doesn't actually bother him, but he had to maybe kind of get that etiquette drilled into him a bit. Now he goes along with it.